Max and Jake had been best friends since they were little. They grew up together, went to school together, and even went to the same college. They both loved nature and hiking, so they decided to go on a trip to a secluded area in the woods. They were excited and curious about the adventure that awaited them. As they were hiking, suddenly they heard a rustling in the bushes nearby. Max immediately sensed that something was wrong. Before they knew it, a masked man jumped out from the bushes and attacked them. Max grabbed Jake's hand, and they started running as fast as they could. While running, they heard Jake scream in pain and terror. Eventually, they came across a small cabin where they locked themselves inside. Max's heart was beating so fast he was terrified for his life and for Jake's. They both knew they had to do something to get help, so Max went to search for a phone while Jake stayed inside the cabin. Max searched the entire cabin but could not find a phone. Frustrated and scared, he knew he had to act quickly. He decided to search for a map instead, hoping to find a way to a nearby police station. He found one and discovered that the station was not too far from their location. While searching for the map, a feeling of despair and helplessness began to creep in. Max knew he had to get out of there somehow. His intuition told him that the attacker was still outside waiting for them to come out, so he couldn't risk Jake's life or his own by leaving the cabin. Desperately thinking of a way to get help, something inside him snapped. He couldn't let Jake hold him back, and he knew he had to do something to protect himself and survive. With a heavy heart, Max decided to tie up Jake and leave him behind in the cabin while he went out to seek help. Max felt conflicted and guilty for leaving Jake, but knew he had to do it for both of their sakes. He quickly gathered some supplies and left the cabin, hoping to find the police station as soon as possible. After an arduous journey, Max finally reached the police station and explained the situation to the officers there. The police immediately organized a search party and went in search of Jake. Days later, the search party found the cabin, and Jake, alive but extremely shaken and terrified. When Max was questioned about what had happened, he explained to the police that he had no choice but to save himself. The incident left both Max and Jake traumatized. While Jake was devastated that his best friend had left him alone, Max struggled with the guilt of what he had done. He had made a tough decision, but at the end of the day, he had done what he had to do to survive. The story highlights the importance of trusting your intuition and taking action to protect yourself in dangerous situations. Although Max's decision was tough, it was necessary for his survival. It shows that sometimes, in life-threatening situations, we have to make tough choices to protect ourselves, even if it means leaving loved ones behind.